there are lots of things, and pay attention to this. There's a lot of things which seem abnormal in a child at this age, but a baby basically within normal limits. Say for example, a baby may sneeze 30 times per day. That does not mean that the child has got a cold. There may be a little bit of running water all the time through the nose. That does not mean that the child has got a cold. If you put the baby on the chest, there may be a little bit of ghar ghar avaz. That does not mean that the child has got a cold. The nose is very small. The babies produce a lot of secretions. So it's a small road, but there's a lot of cars in. So there'll be inevitably blockage. So there might be blockage. So don't worry if the nose gets blocked. If you put the baby on the chest, remember, the chest muscles of the baby are not well formed. So there may be a lot of vibration, sounds. That doesn't mean that the baby has got a cold. Okay? Sneezing perpetually doesn't mean that the baby has got a cold. A baby may have hiccups. The whole day the baby may have hiccups. That doesn't mean that the baby needs water. No baby needs water for the first 6 months, whether the baby is breastfed or bottle fed. Even in the hottest of summers, if you have given a birth to a baby, the baby doesn't need water for the first 6 months. A baby may wreathe the whole day. अंगड़ाई लेना नॉर्मल है. अंगड़ाई लेने का मतलब ये नहीं कि बच्चे को तकलीफ हो रहा है. This is nothing but the movements a baby used to have inside you. তোমার ভেতরে যেভাবে নড়তো সেই মুভমেন্টটাই থাকবে. And that might be more frequent in the night because baby used to move a lot inside you in the night. So the baby's behavioral pattern depends on the biological clock, and their clock is set so that they are awake most of the time in the night and sleep more in the day. So the baby may sleep 24 hours. The baby may sleep for 2 hours. पूरा दिन सोना, सारी रात जागकर नाइट गार्ड का काम करना is a normal thing. I wouldn't worry about it. Clear? Okay. The baby may scream before passing urine. छप करा रखे कांपते पर as if discomfort हो करके सुसु करना is normal. That does not mean the child has got a problem. That's a normal thing. The baby may startle on sound. That's a normal thing. Sometimes the hands and legs might shake. Hold them. It will stop. Normal things. The baby may continuously spit out milk. दूध तुलते पारे, दही तुलते पारे, खावर पर भूमि करते उल्टी करना बहुत नॉर्मल है. खाने के बाद उल्टी करना, खाने के 1 घंटा बाद उल्टी करना is normal. So the child might vomit, and the vomit that comes out is acidic, is foul smelling. যেখানে পড়বে সেখানে একটা স্টেন থেকে যেতে পারে. These are normal things. Sometimes the full milk might come out through the nose or the mouth. That is normal. So don't worry about it. I mean, that might happen once or twice or thrice, or every time a little bit of milk might come out. Don't get worried. Don't tell me that, my baby is not tolerating milk. There's nothing called tolerating milk. There's nothing called overfeeding. A lot of people would say, বাচ্চা বমি করছে মানে ও বোধহয় বেশি খেয়ে ফেলছে. That's wrong. There's nothing called overfeeding. Overfeeding, just like love, there's no sort of quantity of amount of love you're going to give to the baby. There's no quantity. There's no, if the baby feeds excess, let the baby feed. If the baby wants to vomit, let the baby vomit. কিন্তু খাওয়ার কোনোদিনও কম করবি না. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes.
The baby swallows a lot of air. যখন কাঁদছে বা যখন খাচ্ছে, the baby swallows a lot of air. That air goes in here. There are 2 escape modes. ऊपर से निकलता है तो उसको ढकार बोलते हैं, नीचे से निकलता है तो गैस बोलते हैं. আমাদের ফেভারিট গ্যাস. সো গ্যাস হওয়া মানেই এই নয় যে বাচ্চার পেটে গ্যাস হয়েছে. That's normal. Children can expel a lot of air through the bottom. That's a normal thing. বাচ্চারা কখনো তাড়াতাড়ি শ্বাস নিতে পারে, but they will feel happy about it. So that's called periodic breathing. Especially smaller babies may have erratic breathing patterns. Sleep may be erratic. Sometimes they might sleep for 2 hours, sometimes for 6 hours totally. Sometimes their sleep is very restless. Sometimes they'll go into deep sleep. Sometimes after 15 minutes only they can wake up, and that's the way they can do. So these are normal things. So what is abnormal? You need to know what is abnormal.